Right, Pat, French authorities are showing just how serious they are in the war against terror with wiretaps, searches without warrants, and much more. But will it be enough to stop radicalized jihadis from striking again? Gary Lane has this report from Paris.
Addressing a joint session of Parliament, French President Hollande said his country is at war. He's extending a state of emergency for another 3 months and pledges to continue the nationwide crackdown on Islamic sleeper cells, like the one responsible for last Friday's horrific attack in Paris. He also wants to strip citizenship from any Frenchman involved in terrorism, so-called homegrown terrorists. The Eiffel Tower is lit once again, this time in the French tricolors. That wasn't the case over the weekend. For 3 nights it went dark, almost a depiction of the darkness that had descended on the City of Light. Parisians are struggling to return to normal, and they can't help wondering if their government has a long-term strategy to defeat Islamic terrorism once and for all. This Parisian told us he's concerned about how the sweeping security crackdown may affect innocent citizens.
What I fear is the consequences of all that on our lifestyle, on the way safety will be enforced in our country, in our countries.
For now, it means warrantless searches and wiretaps for suspected terrorists, and perhaps more police on the streets and routine security checks. Meanwhile, in Syria Sunday night, France dropped 20 bombs on the ISIS capital of Raqqa. While the French termed it a massive response, some military experts say that alone will not deter the Islamic State from continuing its holy war against the West. CBN News told you late last summer that ISIS warned it had sent 4,000 jihadists to infiltrate the ranks of the thousands of migrants that poured into Europe each day. This Muslim migrant in Sweden feared the Swedes weren't doing enough to protect the country from potential terrorists.
Before letting them settle here, the Swedish government should check Facebook and use other means to determine if these refugees were fighters in Syria or Iraq.
One likely result of this terrorist attack is that some European borders may remain closed, especially to the masses of Middle Eastern migrants that are sweeping in. But for France, a country with a large and easily radicalized youthful Muslim population, the latest measures may be too little, too late. Gary Lane, CBN News, Paris.